State budget cuts have hit Chicago hard, with cutbacks in education and city services. Many families and communities are scared for their future. Activists and protesters alike have come out to hit the streets to show the city there's a problem.
Fund education! Tax corporations! Fund education!
Life is getting more difficult for those seeking to further their education in Chicago. Many organizations that were put into place to help continuing education students are running out of money. The budget impasse in Springfield is affecting everyone.
All over the city, people are feeling it. Adults who want to better themselves, who want to learn how to speak English, who want to learn how to read and write. They're unable to get the services that they need, and what happens to them? Their families are impacted, their livelihoods are impacted.
Hundreds of activists angry about what they believe is incompetence in Springfield took to the streets.
We've seen it. We know our neighbors, our friends, our people who care for senior citizens, care for children, care for people with disabilities. They're suffering right now.
Many of the protesters opted for civil disobedience, blockading doors in the city's financial district. More than 50 people were arrested by the police. As more and more cuts are being made to vital services, protesters fear for their future.
And these are services that help poor children, that help the elderly, that help addicted people, that help battered spouses. These are the sort of things that we really rely on government to do. This is part of the government that's not being funded right now.
One of the services hit hardest is Central Romero, a nonprofit that aids refugees and immigrants. More than 50% of their staff has been laid off, and several of their programs have been cut.
Our adult education department has every one of our teachers laid off. So from there, of the 19 teachers that we had, we now have none.
Losing state money forced Central Romero to vacate one of their offices. Classes are now packed into a basement broken up by portable walls. The toy area is a sad reminder of the cuts that had to be made.
Moms and dads who brought their kids to childcare in order to attend classes for 3 hours are not able to attend classes any longer.
The cuts aren't just happening in Chicago, but are sweeping across the state. United Way stats show that service providers are serving 84% less clients, and 79% have cut programs. The crisis continues to get worse. The state museum is closed. The state lottery is unable to pay their winners. The state seems to owe money to everyone, but politicians don't seem to have an easy or viable solution.
The vast majority of people don't want to cut programs. They want magic, I suppose, to happen. And every day that magic act gets harder and harder to pull off.